Our friends, welcome to Le Channel, Le Chanel. So Bob here. Um, we're doing some. My guy's now 50, level 50. I've kind of locked him at 50 because I'm still in um, the content. They've kind of I've kind of moved on to Plane of Fear and Plane of Hate. Sort of. I did like a. I tried to do like a clear of Plane of Fear yesterday. Didn't quite work out. I kind of got. I cleared it, but when I attacked Kazakh, all of the mobs from the central tower come storming out to kind of help him. So that didn't work. And I went into the central tower to try to clear the mobs, but for some reason there's just some weird aggro pathing thing in there where you kind of walk in, and I walked around a corner like looking through the wall and stuff, making sure there were no mobs, and suddenly all these mobs just come running up and attack. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that was part of the whole Kazakh thing. Maybe I need to go in there and kind of try and clear it again, maybe, um, and do that first before I, you know, do the attack the Kazakh thing. Just make sure everything's cleared first. But today I'm going to go to Plane of Hate, which I've kind of briefly popped my head into. Um, and I think Plane of Hate seems like more of a stream friendly um, place because there's more of a progression. I think I mean, I'm not a big fan of Fear. I think it's probably got better drops for me, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Basically, it's just a big dome with loads of roaming mobs. Um, as I said, the castle thing, clearing that out might have been quite interesting, but um, yeah, it didn't really work out that way. Oh my word. Um, okay. Ah, what are those? What are the pets doing? Why did they end up right over there? Okay. I don't. I think I thought that pets don't pull mobs on their own unless they're already aggroed. Um, oh, actually, I can't get into this building. Let's see what these spike columns are like then. It's a bit red. I don't know what the drops are like here particularly. Um, I've been helping my pets, but they get a lot of resists. Obviously, like this dude's not like in Fear. I could drop slow on some mobs. So at level 50, I got a beast lord slow. Um, it's not worth it here really. Just heal through the damage. Okay, that was straightforward. These guys just seem like a tanks. Um, they did a fair bit of damage though, so I'm not sure. Not sure how well that would go if there's when I get multiples. Oh, I've got some I've got some shaman drops. Rune etched gauntlets. It's funny with the itemization in the game, and I think it's cleric of hate. He's got like glowing hands. Oh, he was casting a spell maybe. Yeah, it's weird because like the legend. I've got a couple of legendary bits from Lower Guck, and they're better than the drops from the plains, unless you get the legendary one. So itemization is a bit weird because I just keep getting. I got all this yesterday. I had all this stuff dropped from Fear, but I'm not sure if this guy completely heals or not. Oh, there's an eye caster. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can actually slow something. Oh yeah, we did. Better heal though. Yeah, it's weird with Fear because I was getting quite a few drops, but there wasn't really anything that. What I've been trying to do is save the save the magician stuff that I got, like maybe to kind of level it up um, to the legendary version. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing on the drops front. I did actually get a chance tier though myself. I killed the. Oh, and more drops. Got me cleric legs enchanted. Ghast finger bones. I've got no idea if I need to keep those for a quest or something, but I will do. Yeah, I killed Fright and the other mobs. Some of these guys are kind of blue now as well, which is interesting. I just thought they'd be like mega. They'd all be mega. I've got a Mallow AA, but maybe I need the spell as well. I don't know what I slowed that for. It's nearly dead. It's like a massive waste of time. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the itemization thing's quite strange because the stuff's dropping into planes is not stuff that's kind of upgrades at the moment. As I was sorry, I should repeat myself because there's 4 mobs there. Red cleric. Not sure about that. Blue golem. That seems much. Make sure there's no doors that are blue golem. That seems much more manageable, I would say. I think. I mean, I'm kind of at that point, I guess, where I could try and kill Nagi and Vox and move on and unlock Kunark. I've got Plane of Sky as well, but I'm not quite sure when Plane of Sky came in content-wise. Oh, I pulled another one. Did I pull another one? Yep. Nope, nothing sticking on that one. There didn't seem to be. As I said, I've been in here a little bit, but not a lot. In Fear, there's a couple of mobs that really dodge, like the wisp ones, like with the enchanter pets. They're dodgy. There's a camp of those, about 5 of them. That was a bloody nightmare. That was. And there's a couple of even cons maybe. And then you've got like the little finger mobs as well. Oh. Big cleric dudes. I think we'll probably only get. Hopefully, we'll only get the 2 clerics though. Revenant stuck at the back there. That's what we want. I think there's one mob in Fear as well. I think it was Spear, where you'd kind of get it right down, and then it would. I guess it was kind of complete healing itself or something, or it was laying on hands or whatever. So you kind of had to kill it twice. It was a pain in the neck. Part of Yafe's Compendium. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Yafe. Oh, more boots. Cleric boots. Yep. Enchanted version and a words. Okay. We've got a funky looking vampire dudes. Dudesses. Oh, that's slowed as well. Man, slow is so brutal. It's not hardly attacking. Holy shit. Slow's. I mean, it's the level 50 Beast Lord one. Not quite sure what the slow amount is. Oh, sure, okay. I reckon if there's nothing in the corner here, we can probably... Will we get that on its own? I don't know. It is blue. I don't think there's any problems here particularly. It's a great it's a great crawling zone, this, for just crawling around and whatnot. This guy does a lot of damage. I want to be fighting 2 or 3 of these. Yeah, it's a great crawling zone for crawling around, I think. Just the way it's designed. It is a bit one note though on the tone. Would be nice to have a bit more colour maybe. Even though it is 8. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Not a sausage. Smoke. Okay. See if we can slow the other dude. Yep, that's slowed. Yep. I think the blues and evens, it seems pretty easy to slow. Yeah, so those revenants did a lot of damage. Ooh, ooh, it's a magey robe. It's just a normal version though. I don't think that's better than what I've got really. 40 mana. No, so the other, it's got better stats, I guess, but the legendary versions, it kind of, you start to get like extra spell damage on top and stuff, and I'm not sure if it's worth giving up that. Obviously get the cleric first. Old school rules, old school RPG rules. Kill the cleric first. It's a waste of spell actually. Let's see if we can slow the lich. No, we did. Okay. It's quite different here than fear, obviously, apart from obviously the feeling and stuff. Like fear kind of seemed to be completely designed around the fact that like you got to almost like break in, you know, and you know, like in a battle where you create a little pocket and you try and hold and that kind of thing. I guess at some point, you know, people get more familiar with it and it just becomes easy to do, but yeah. It's just the one dude there. Also wonder how, because I think you probably skip some, like even if you're a classic player, particularly if you're familiar with it. I guess you can't. I guess most people kind of skip a lot of the Kunark content, apart from any magic items they might want, because obviously they're already level 50. So I guess you go straight into the high level zones to try and get better equipment or whatever it may be. What's that chest? That chest is definitely a mob, isn't it? And they're both blue. There's a Garston and a Borant. So we should just have these two, I think. Props. Yeah, like when you open Kunark, I guess you kind of go, you just go straight to. Oops, I think he was looking at me there. He rooted me. Oh, I can only cast on that dude from close range. So I'll see if I can slow him. Oh, I'm rooted. Oh, that was a waste of time. Okay. Hey mate, thank you. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, it's I've never been to one of the planes particularly and done a lot in them, so I don't really know much about them to be honest. I spent quite a lot of time in Fear yesterday. Uh, ooh, minor signet of dark. It's a quest item. Okay, and I cleared it out apart from the castle. What I didn't realise though is that when you attack Kazakh, then all of the mobs in the zone come, and that included all the ones in the castle. And I went into the castle to try and clear it out, but yeah, there was some weird aggro pathing going on, so I just couldn't manage it essentially. See if we can slow the abhorrent. Yeah. No, stay on the ghast. Jeez. I guess also now I'm here, I might try and do, like before I unlock Kunark, because I might try and do the Mage Epic as well. Although no, I probably have to unlock Kunark for that, don't I? Yeah. Are we going to get both of those? Looks like it. Oh, there's a third around the corner. What can seem to happen sometimes, if I'm out of view of range, then sometimes other mobs just don't aggro, or maybe they're just slightly far enough away. Maybe it's because my Earth Elemental's on this side and it had the aggro. Um, Okay. There was a couple of mobs in Fear who was just a bit of a nightmare. One of them kept teleporting my pet somewhere else. That was, and then it would run after the pet where it teleported it to, which seemed like a bit of a weird ability. And there's some guys that feared it as well. I did get a puppet strings, which I've never had. Obviously, it's no good for me, but I think that's part of the Shadow Knight epic, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's cheating, obviously. I didn't really get it. I got it on here. Yeah, but I've never had one before, so... Okay, both of these places have got mobs. Got some stairs. Oh, little mummy dude. Okay. How many mobs are we going to get here? 2. Okay, so if I stay out of view, I think we'll just get these 2 first. I think. Well, these mummy dudes are like monks, aren't they? Got some monk moves going on. Going down pretty easy though. Just hiding. That's my best tactic. I'm looking forward to starting up a class though, where you get in there and you start smacking things and stuff. I think that'd be. I noticed that the Qualm guys seem to have got something sorted out with Daybreak Games. I think there's some restrictions though. Like one of the weird ones is that they've got a server cap of 1200, which I don't know how that's going to work out, because I think there were more people playing it than that. Maybe they'll have more. Maybe they'll have to have more than one server. I don't know. Just the one mob in that room. What I'm going to try and do is slow the Revenant. Yep, that worked. No, this is the installation's quite weird actually. You need to, I think you need to download a. There's a couple of videos on it and there's some instructions on the wiki, but you need to download one of the Steam clients first. But you need to download it in a different way. You know, not just downloading it in the normal way. You have to download like the package, and it kind of shows you how to do it in Steam. Oh, didn't have any more. No. Oh, we got some more chamois stuff. Yeah, no, it's I'm not sure what the client is, but yeah, you download it from Steam, and then there's like an installer patcher. Oh, hello. About. Let's just chill out. This room the same as the other one? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, this is much better than Fear for your general kind of crawling stuff. Definitely. the style kind of reminds me of the old Games Workshop game, More Time, like dark, the old dark kind of dark grim fantasy kind of thing going on. Okay, it's under control. Oh, there's a skeleton up there. Skeleton dragon. Is that the only mob in there? Yep. Oh. Oh, bugger. Pulled all the shiz there. Slow the... Oh, there's a thing as well. Nope. Resist your charm. Resist my slow, I should say. Okay, so I'm not sure if these Ashenbone Drakes may be like bossy type mobs, because you have to be in melee range to put spells, or get land spells on them, essentially. So oh, quest item and some words. Okay, I'll check out the quest item. I'll check out the quest items later on P99. There's another Drake here. I'm not too worried about the Drakes now. I don't think they seem to be all right. There's a mob around a corner here, maybe. Nope. Didn't even pull the Drake. Yeah, so it's good to hear about the Qualm thing, but as I said, I don't know about the 1200 server limit. That seems a bit weird. I think I think you get put in a queue to wait. Apparently, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. If they're only allowed one server, I would imagine that some people will just move away from it. We'll see. Hopefully, it works out. It makes me wonder what the criteria is going to be for this server to keep it going. Okay, we landed slow, so I think these guys seem a bit more militant. I think Secrets was saying that they took Qualm down as an act of good faith. These guys like, whatever. We ain't taking it down. Mob around here. No. Oh, did I clear these out? Oh, I guess I must have. Have I come round in a circle then? I think so. Oh, I think I've come round in a circle, so that. Oh, okay. So if I follow this wall around. I've got that, mate. Yes, I haven't got the spell though. I guess I don't know if the spell. I don't know if they work together. I've got that. Yeah, I've been using that. I don't like the looks of this. It's going to be 4, isn't it? Probably. Even if I face Paul, it's probably still going to be 4, is it? Or is it going to be 2? It's going to be 4. Oh, not liking the looks of this one. I'm just spamming heals. That's basically all I can do. I should have gone for the cleric first, probably, but okie dokie, mate. I'll keep my eyes out for that. I've never really been here much at all. Like even on P99. I think I might have come here once or twice. So I'll keep an eye out for it. Defos. I was kind of like with both. Like I did fear yesterday, which was all right. I didn't clear it. Okay, well, we managed to heal through that. Yeah, I enjoyed fear. But I think this is better to crawl, like it's a crawly thing. I'm not sure it was something that I did that kind of set it all off, but ooh, cleric breastplate. I attacked Kazakh after I'd cleared the landscape, but then everything came running out of the tower, and then so I died, and I went back in to try and clear the tower, but where is that door? On the other side. But every time I walked into the tower, mobs just kept aggroing me, even though they couldn't see me. So I don't know if I just bugged it out or something. Okay, I'm not sure. It's obviously it's easier, obviously, but oh my word. But yeah, I don't know. Like when I've seen hate on some videos on P99, it always seems as though there's a lot more mobs. But maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not sure if this is like a toned down version or or it's an update or it's a thingy version. Okay, well, let's see what the deal is. Shit tons of damage. I'll try and slow the Lord after I've stopped healing. No, don't change. That's it. Oh, okay. We've managed to slow him, I think. I'm not sure if you was here, Guesty, but I was saying earlier about like the drops and stuff have been quite disappointing. In Fear they were yesterday as well, but I guess it's just like I've got some legendary drops from Lower Guck, and so drops from Fear were kind of a bit. But I understand you need to get the legendary versions of those as well. So I guess it's just a matter of. I guess it's one of those things where I'm not sure what people do. Like it'd be nice to do do it from a content point of view. There's content I haven't done before. But yeah, I guess a lot of people might just skip the planes and go straight into Kunark when they get to 50. Ooh. Oh, hello. And just start getting Kunark gear, maybe. I don't know. Not sure if people still go through here for certain things. Okay, I've got an Eye in a Rook. I guess to get legendary versions of what you want is you've probably got to do quite a lot of it. Spend quite a lot of time here. These haunted chests are proper red. I suppose that's probably the slightly disappointing thing of coming into a server that yeah, it's a legendary thing you've got to get, but I'm just wondering if many people actually bother to do that now that the other expansion's open. I wonder if people who are leveling to 50 quickly to get through maybe skip this stuff entirely unless there's something they particularly need for a quest or something, and just move on to Kunark and Velius to get to get equipment there. Because I think that it feels like it would take a fair bit of work to get legendary versions here. Because I guess maybe getting multiple copies of Enchanted or whatever and kind of leveling them up, kind of thing, which is fine. It's content that I've never done before, so I'm happy to do it. But I'm not sure I'd do it every time. I'm not sure if it would be better just to go straight onto sort of raiding stuff in Kunark, maybe. But yeah, I mean the legendary stuff I'm sure is better. But the normal drops were just a bit meh, What I'm doing is any mage stuff I'm getting, I'm saving it up. Or any mage necro stuff I'm getting, or whatever, I'm saving it up, and then I might be able to level it up with. Okay. Oh, so those kind of vampire dudes, right? Righty ho. I mean, I'm enjoying it immensely though. Still. Oh, there's one. I think that if I stay out of the way, I think we'll probably. I think we'll probably just be all right with that one. Ooh, we got slow as well. Oh, he's going down big time. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is... So I kind of wanted to come in cold, like I did with Fear yesterday. So then I'll get as far as I can, and then what I'll do is I'll then start doing some research on stuff. Maybe like target particular areas of the zone and stuff for certain things and whatnot. Oops, that's a mistake. Some healing. These are pretty nasty, these dudes. Boo. It's the first Roma I've seen. Of a Revenant. Having 3 pets and they're constantly repositioning themselves is just absolute carnage. Particularly when there's like any doors around, they'll just randomly open a door when they run past it. I just guess because that's just what you do. Maybe I don't know. Don't know why I slowed down. It was almost dead. Oops. Oh, Chanters. Oh, so they drop the caster stuff in general, do they? Those dudes. Holy smokes. Oh, walked right back into the door. What a noob. Okay, mate, cool. Got some green mist stuff dropping fear as well, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not, I'm still not going to be doing any twinking. Ooh, warrior helmet, legendary. I'm still not going to be doing any twinking, so I've been selling all the stuff that I've got mostly. Um, what's that bit that I've missed? No. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, okay. It's like a central tower thing there, well or something. Got some proper red dudes here. Okay, the dragon's not going to spawn through the wall, is it? I don't think. So we can slow the abhorrent. Yep. Foreign literally swinging every, like, God knows, 10 seconds or something. Rogue helm? Nice. Right. We'll wait for the... There's lots of dragons around here. We'll wait for the roamer. I think. Deal with that. I've seen people selling the Orb of Mastery legendary version. Um, which is like, I mean, that's the actual item you get, the quest item to summon the pet, isn't it? I think. I wonder if you kind of keep. It's not a drop, is it? I don't think. I wonder if you kind of keep repeating the quest until you get like a legendary one or something. Or you kind of, or you can level it up, I suppose. Where is that dude? It's a bit like a town square. Definitely reminds me of More Time. A friend of mine had like a, he built like a, like a model town kind of thing to play More Time in. Okie doke, mate. Cool. Okie doke. So it's just how it comes. Where is that guy wandering to? Sounds like quite a lot though. Still, I'm not sure if it's. I mean, it's probably quite a lot to me, I guess, as a new player. But yeah, it still seems. I reckon if I grow the rat, then I probably won't aggro the stuff further in. Hopefully. I like the way the thingy mobs, they always root. They always turn around and root you. any mob with root will just turn around and root you. Oh shit! There's a big dark elf dude. Oh, I didn't notice him. That could be a disaster. Come on, this root. Is it in steel or something? Yeah, it is. Smoke. Come on. If something wanders past and aggroes me, then like that, then he's going to aggro me, isn't he? I need some kind of dispel magic that I haven't got because I'm a noob. The Death Rot Knight. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, that was maybe a mistake. Still a shit ton of damage. Even though I've slowed these two, there's still a shit ton of damage coming in there. Looks like it was the golem that was doing it. Sunder Fury, Enchanted version, Warrior, Primary. Does a lot. Is it one-handed? No, two-handed. Emerald of Corruption. Another quest item. I'll check out all the quest items later. Maybe try and do some of them at some point. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Oh, shit. Not back up into a door. Oh, okay. I was lucky there. I didn't pull the other dude. They're proper resistant, these golems. Okay, mate, cool. He's got a pet as well, that dude. Okay. Oh shit, where did he come from? It got me slowed eventually. He cast a lot of spells though. The Revenants are a bit ooh. Enchant a bit. Oh, mage gloves. Okay, save those. Okay, so I guess we could use this as our base of operations to pull the bloke. I've got no idea who he is, what he does, but that's fine. That's kind of how I wanted it. We'll see how it goes. I think there's another roamer around as well. Yeah, so I'd like to just pull that if I can on its own, without anything else. So does he come out of line of sight of the big dude? No. Great. Oh shit. The hell happened there? He's chucking out the spells, but my pet is hanging in there. No, not the pet. Ignore the pet. Oh shit. Can't do anything other than hit. I tried to slow him again. It's pointless slowing, I think. No. Oh. See if I can drain tank him or something. I could try and gate, I suppose. I think we're nearly dead anyway. I think we'd have kind of might have been alright. I tried to slow him again instead of healing. I think you just got to spam heal basically. I don't know why I'm still bound in South Carolina. Don't ask. Okay, well that was kind of, you know. Yeah, so on those dudes, it feels as though it's just pretty pointless to try and get something to stick. I'm seeing quite a lot of Dark Elf armor models that I like. So I might make my next dude a Dark Elf maybe or something. But I suppose I could go and get one of the masks. I was really that interested in it. Where am I going? I still get lost around here. Where the hell am I going? Why am I getting lost? Here we go. Oh, actually, in case someone's pulled some mobs to the beginning. Oh, I've got something exciting as well. That as I said, I popped into hate a little bit yesterday, but only did a bit. But I got this dropped. Staff of Elemental Mastery Earth, which I think is part of the Everquest. Is that right? And if I summon my dude with it, he's got like one more. He's got like a higher. He hasn't got better stats than my other two stuff at the moment, though. But yeah, yeah. So that's. I think what I might do later is actually look at the quest, and I might do a stream where we kind of like try and go. We'll do streams or some streams where we kind of go through it a step at a time. That might be quite fun. Okay. Hey mate, how you doing? I'll try again. I also quite like the way that they're kind of like a like do they do like a um do they do a respawning version of this of the planes where you just get normal, you don't get any of the bosses, I guess. Is that right? I guess you could do that. Like I like the idea that you kind of do it. Where did he come from? Oh, there's a place there that I haven't cleared out yet. Oh, as unexpected. Nice. Yesterday I was trying to do filters and hit modes and stuff so I could just see how much damage my spells were doing. Um, but I just couldn't get it to just do my spells and just numbers. Maybe I need to look at it again. But like my, uh, I guess it's AAs, but my Cascading Darkness there did 1744 damage on one of its ticks. We got some enchanted mage stuff. Nice. There we go. Oh man. See if we can slay the abhorrent. Looks like it, yep. Lots more cleric legs. Oh, this must be a little room that I missed then. Yeah, fair enough. Nope, what am I doing? Right, let's try and slow the abhorrent first this time. Which I think worked. Yeah. Got that dude, didn't we? Yeah, I'm my oh, wasn't this where the knight is? This is a different place. Don't know actually. I think I've cleared out. Yeah, I think I've been around here. I think that's where he is. Yeah, I'm kind of cautious. My tone for everything, irrespective of what it is now, is just like cautious optimism. Optimism, I think, probably. No, I'm not. I don't get myself too excited. I think it's not one of those where it's a it's a game that captures the classic Everquest feeling better than any other game, but they're also they're also just some mechanics that I don't understand. I'm not quite sure what they add or what they're about, other than the fact that like, oh, this might be a good idea, kind of thing, which I don't think that's always the best. Uh, there's some stuff here that says, yeah, so you can't mez the creature. Maybe you can't charm it either. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. Don't even try, buddy boy. Right, I'm just going to heal through, I think, because let's use all of my cooldown, all of my A's, and just go for it. We might be all right. Yeah, I can't. EverQuest 3. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I can't imagine they're going to get anything right there. You never know. I don't know who's developing it even, but it's like, you know. I think mechanics like casters dropping, well, like characters dropping their spell books. Like I was watching a stream yesterday with Sean, and he was talking about it a bit, and I still can't, no matter what I hear about it, I still can't, in my head, I can't work out that it's just a good idea, other than the fact that let's just do this because it's an idea. I think the thing is that it's like, I think MMO should always have like, come on, like MMO should always have, well, RPGs in general, you want things, you want problems to solve, whether you kind of call them problems or not. He's running away. What the hell? Yeah, you want an MMO or an RPG to Oh, we got him. Holy smokes. You want an RPG to pose you with problems, you know, and I guess like you could argue that dropping the spell book with your corpse is a problem to solve, but I keep hearing all of these solutions to it, and I think if you're having to come up with too many solutions to solve a problem that you've posed the player, then maybe it's not the best maybe it's not a good mechanic, you know. And it's not like it's like, oh, there's lots of options to solve this. It's like some sort of, I wouldn't say coming up with excuses, but it's, yeah, it's like just randomly chucking around things to try to get around a problem that you've posed the player. And I don't think it's, I mean, like us yesterday, I saw someone said, well, what they did was they memmed their spells and then left the spell book in their bank. What? Like that, like what, you know, one of the big things in Everquest is like spell swapping on the fly. What about if you get to a dungeon and you're halfway through, the dungeon requires like some different spells or something? Then what do? You go all the way back to the bank, relearn your spells, and come back again. I think it's that. I think when people are coming up with reasons to justify the mechanic, and those reasons don't seem particularly, well, brilliant or logical, I kind of feel that that's them where maybe it's not a good mechanic. That's kind of how I feel about it. I just think that not every, you know, I mean, we could all sit here with a notepad and come up with tons of different ideas and mechanics and things, and most of them will probably not be very good because that's just how it works. You know, you need to come up with a load of ideas to eventually find some that are really, really good. But yeah, I don't. I think that when someone's trying to explain a mechanic, and then they're having to include loads of loads of other systems for you to get around that mechanic, then I do wonder if maybe it's just not right. And I think when you have to kind of hamstring, like when one of the strats is like hamstringing yourself by leaving your spell book behind, you know, that doesn't seem like a particularly good thing. You're kind of cutting off quite a big tactical part of. But then there's it's like not EverQuest, is it really? I was going to say like spell swapping is a big part of the whole tactics of the game, but it's not EverQuest, so I guess, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic, but I just think that, you know, I don't like to see what appear to be like false mechanics forced in. Well, like an idea is put into the game, but then there are loads of other mechanics kind of forced into the game to try to make it less annoying for the player. You know, it's at that point, yeah, at that point, I'm just repeating myself, but at that point, I kind of just ask, well, is it a good mechanic in the first place then? It's probably the most important question. But yeah, I mean, certainly from a feeling point of view, well, I suppose at the moment we don't really like beyond thinking. Well, why would you sell a sword to a butcher? I mean, other than that, we don't. Again, there's not really enough. I think they've got some plans and ideas surrounding that mechanic that will make it make more sense. But again, I don't like it. It's just one, you know. I just don't like it. If there are systems come into place like the merchant system or whatever it is that that makes it just seem more logical. And yeah, oh yeah, I can see why you've done that now. But yeah, I'm kind of not one for um it's like a lot of the mistakes that the MMOs are making is that they're making the systems. I think they're making the systems more complex and just more annoying. Um, for reasons that I guess are not that clear at the moment. But I guess, you know, we'll find out in the future. I guess when it's released. I need to go and loot that corpse, don't I? Because it's gonna Ooh, Silver Blade of Rot. It's a Warrior Shadow Knight, one-handed slashing. It doesn't. Okay, well, it's got quite a lot of. Actually, it's got some stats and quite a lot of minor stats. Okay. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm all for immersion, but I think doing that to merchants just for immersion, I'm not down with that. As I said, if they build a whole system around it where it's kind of logical, but yeah, I guess it depends on what other systems they surround it with. I think ultimately it will be what it will be, won't it? Really, I think that. I mean, and that's kind of mostly why I stopped covering. That's mostly why I'm generally streaming as opposed to covering MMOs, because I think it, as I said before, I think it gets to a point where it's kind of a bit pointless. Nothing will really change. Like, people will design the game however they want to design it, and then it will either work or it won't. I think that's basically the the thing. Um, I do feel that expecting to have a second chance by making changes afterwards is a huge mistake. I think even the massive, even the masses that played New World, like, didn't go back. The people that played Embers Adrift didn't go back. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the people that um, play Pantheon and have come away but don't go back. You don't get a second chance. It's like, I mean, the stats show that a huge percentage of players try an MMO. If it doesn't hit with them, they move away and they don't go back. Um, but yeah, we'll see. As I said, I mean, that's why I kind of just mostly stream now, because it just became pointless. And you can't really have like a conversation in the midpoint. you know, People, like, even developers, like, just think you're a hater, or there's people that just agree with you. There's no nuance to the conversation. Well, I think that's kind of that's what I think we talk about, is that Embers Adrift had a great shot. It was like I was there. Well, I was there in, like, the alpha, well, beta and stuff, but it off to a great start. On the first day, there were thousands of people logged in. What's his face did a video on it that got like Legionnaire Scale Greaves. Lazy Peon did a video that got, like, I don't know, like 300,000 views. So you can't say it didn't have a chance. It had a chance, but it just didn't resonate, and that was it. It was game over, essentially. Um, I always feel that there's a balance between like being true to your vision, but I think you also have, like, a responsibility to your player base, because at the end of the day you are asking them for money. And while you can say, oh, well, we've been open and we've told you what you're getting, you know I think until you actually play a game for a period of time, it's difficult to tell exactly what you're getting, really. And I just think that, but I think even if you yeah, the start, yeah, yeah. But I think even if what you tell you're getting players, you deliver. If the population drops to a point where it's not playable as an MMO anymore, which is, I mean, you know, people make up these things where once a Steam release happens, it's going to blow up, and the Steam release has happened and it kind of hasn't blown up, and you've got people on the Discord saying that, like, 50 people logged in at once is great and stuff, which is just ridiculous. It's not. I think when an MMO is not functional as an MMO anymore, it's on whatever the developers think about their design or whatever it may be. It's on them to make sure that the people playing it can play it as intended. And if they can't because there's no population, then they need to change it so that players can play it as in, so that at least the players who are sticking with it and still giving the money are, you know, I think even in the indie game scene, it's all a bit wimpy, a bit girls' blouse. We can do what we want to do what we want, and stop being mean to us, and and not taking any responsibility for how things are. It's always someone else's fault. It's always the hater's fault, or the fact the game hasn't had enough exposure, despite having a video done by one of the most popular MMO creators on YouTube and all that sort of stuff. It's just not taking any responsibility yourself. It's not, at the end of the day, if an MMO is in a certain state, it's the developer's fault. It's not anyone else's fault, it's theirs. But people just don't want to take responsibility. It's always something else that's the issue. Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's just bullshit. Oh, this was a bad pull. But I don't think I could have done anything else about it. My pet's spazzing out because it can't get around the back. Well done. Let's chuck in some little dudes. No, they won't go in either because I don't for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. There we go. The thing is also it's only when it's like I don't know, like I don't expect someone to create Everquest again, but with just different skins. You expect there to be some differences in some of its own ideas, but I think that there are parameters with which we work in. That's just how it is, and if you don't want to work in the parameters for most classic MMO players, I would say, certainly the ones that I've spoken to in all the years I've been doing this, I think there are okay. So it feels like Everquest, but there's some new mechanics. It's not exactly like it, but it still needs to fall within the spirit of the parameters, where our expectations are. And if it doesn't work, then that's little cleric chest plate there, enchanted version. I think we're kind of doing all right. It's not rocket science, but the square is slightly confusing me. This town square, because it's all the same. So, but there is a mob over here, so I guess I probably haven't been this way yet. Let's have a look in here. I think one of the mistakes that they're all making is that I say we, I will include myself, is that we're not, the majority of the target audience doesn't have the time that it had anymore. There seems to be this illusion going around that people have still got all the time in the world to just sit at an MMO and make progress, and they haven't. And however some people might not like it, the current MMOs that are available to play live have made the classic MMO template. They've taken it loosely and they've made it more grindy. They've made it more so you require more time. It's less. Ooh, fire one. Ooh, I've got a nice toy, and I got a legendary enchanter staff as well. Oh man, yeah. However much people try to rail against it or whatever, like the general MMO classic MMO players don't have the time they had. They're in their 30s and their 40s, 50s, whatever, and they're working and whatever it may be, and they just don't have that time. So if you create a game like Embers Adrift and it's got some classic sensibilities, but there are systems in there that are not like EverQuest, for example, or Asheron's Call, or whatever it may be, and they're just requiring more people. It's just requiring much, much more time of people. Then they're going to stop playing. It's simple as that. It really it's not complicated at all. It really is as simple as that. I think the mistake that Embers have made is not only did it make leveling up and everything much longer than EverQuest, classic EverQuest, is it also introduced all these other downtime systems as well, like armor degradation and permanent stamina degradation and limited bag space, so you had to keep going to kind of fix problems. Um, you know, hey Lucia, sorry, I started. When did I start? I started last week sometime. Um, and my first character, I just went for, I guess, what is kind of classed as a pretty easy class, easy combination to get going. Um, and then, ooh, look at that! There's big gates up there to a castle. Is that where some of the? Yeah, it's. I think I've said it before, but I think there's a certain subconsciously or subconsciously, whatever it is. Those of us who play classic MMOs have a certain expectation when it comes to making some progress. Um, I would say that the three most common things that I heard on Discord and stuff, and that people said to me through the channel was about Embers Adrift was um, no magic class. That was a big one. Um, the other one was to do with kind of like Fashion Quest. Like everyone looked like a farmer or something. I kind of kept making jokes about that. But the other one was that I got to level 10 or 11, 12, whatever it was, and it just became so slow to level. It was just so slow. I was having to kill hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of mobs just to get a level, and they didn't want to find out what it was like at level 30 or level 40 or whatever. It was just that's it. I just don't have the time, basically. That's the mistake that game made. Now I think since then it has tried to it has rolled back on that stuff a bit, but as I said, it's kind of too late. People have moved on to something else. I did go back and try Embers Adrift actually, but I didn't do a video about it a little while ago when I didn't cover it. Um, and while they have made leveling a bit quicker, for example, it's still um, it's still chronically slow in comparison to classic EverQuest. So I just stopped playing again. It just wasn't worth my time. But it's like Shadow the Avatar, and it'll be the same with Pantheon and stuff. It's like um, all of the games had there are certain elements in Shroud of the Avatar. I know it's become a bit of a meme game, but there are certain elements that I loved in it. And those elements kept me playing weirdly for quite a long time. But you know, yeah, potentially. I just think that if you're going for like a medieval fantasy MMO, not having magic I think. I mean, I'm not even sure that that's one of those ideas that sound good on a whiteboard, or look good on a whiteboard. You know, I think you're just literally just shooting yourself in the foot there. You might as well get a gun and shoot yourself in the foot, blow your foot off. You know, it's just it just doesn't really. I guess I should go around. I should just go back, and maybe we should go back and just because I probably have to stop streaming soon. As I said though, we come full circle to why I stopped just covering game, doing videos about games in that way, because it's just a futile. And when you look around, like in the indie MMO sphere, and I don't know, but you know, it's when you look at the channels, the big channels, it's all positive because it seems to be the only way to go. If you're covering a game, just be positive about it. You'll get a pat on the back. You know, you'll get some. You maybe get some heat for a little while where people who don't really like it. Like if you, I mean, you know, back in the day, if you had a positive channel about Shroud of the Avatar, you get people coming, going, "Oh, how can you like this crap?" and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, those people go away. The devs like you. You've got your little, you know, you've got your little kind of bubble, and everyone's happy. You know, and that I think that's how they want it. I mean, I kind of did an experiment quite a while ago where I went to some of the big like indie MMO channel coverers, and I don't think I came across one video that actually said anything negative about the game. It was incredibly almost like rehearsed to be a certain way. If there was anything I didn't like, it wouldn't be framed as not liking it. You know, it was all very much I don't want to piss anyone off. Um, so I guess you either do that, which you don't want to do, or actually you just become a total hater, which I don't want to do either. So you just yeah, I just thought, oh well, let's just stream and have a laugh. Still moan, obviously, but you know. No, I didn't actually, mate. I'll have a look at it. I mean, to be honest with you, like the Minecraft visuals kind of put me off a bit. I know that the visuals shouldn't matter little, but I do often find that the art style is quite important. But I will I'll give it a go. Yeah, well, I mean, toxic positivity is as bad as negativity, isn't it? You know, I don't really see. Yes. Oh, Mistress of Scorn. Okay. So is she named? I think she is, but we're going to get all of four of those mobs. I'm not sure if my little pet can deal with that. Bless him. Or it. Whatever it is. Okay. Oh, this zone's massive, isn't it? Holy shit. Um. So, is this like Dracula's castle or something? Oh, look at that. Hand of the Maestro. Oh, is that to do with bard stuff, isn't it? Please don't be invisible mobs here. No, it's not. Okay, fair enough. He plays that little piano with his massive finger. So many cool elements to the game, like Hand of the Maestro, and yeah, he's there with his little piano. That is pretty cool. Oh, is it really? Oh, it's weird. I thought it'd have been like a bard epic. There you go. Hey Jacob, yeah, doing all right, mate. Thanks. Yeah. Um, just, I've reached a point where I'm in the plains. I was in Fear yesterday, but I didn't stream. Um, it's got a whole Castlevania thing going on as well, which I like. Castlevania stroke more time. I want to jump up and whip the lights. Anyway, I'll put it off long enough. Let's see. I think the thing is you build things up, but just because of the nature of the server. Oh, don't know about that. Holy shit! Just took. Oh shit! I was about to say you build things up because of the nature of the server. Things are not as hard as you think they are, but it was like 40% health straight away gone, and there was another 30. So I think I'm just going to spam healing. I think let's chuck out some dudes as well. I think we're kind of all right. Oh, I think I actually slowed him. Oh, we got the hand of the maestro. Oh, magician enchanter item. Got some mana, got some intelligence, got some spell damage. I still don't think it's as good as the stuff that I've got at the moment, though. I'll check it out at some point. So that is it. That hall there is just the hand of the maestro. The big. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's the dude himself. Oh, moly. Here we go. Finishing on a high. He's got a sword and a lute. Okay, mate, we'll do. I'm trying. What I'm doing, I'm trying to do all of my classes as solo self found. So I don't really want to twink something. I think you can do the epics anyway, though. Can you? Maybe I don't know, but yeah, if I ever play a warrior, I'll kind of come here and do it fresh. But I've been keeping like you know, name. I've been keeping like the big items in the bank. There's like a museum kind of thing. See how you did there? I think so. Does he maybe pop some ads or something? Yeah, Gothic 1 and 2. Yeah, I enjoy those. I even quite like 3 actually. Although I seem to remember having to put a big patch on to stop it from screwing up. Yeah, the original. Yeah, I love all that Eurojank stuff. Yeah, the Gothic. I really like the Gothic games. I think they did like a. I know they were trying to do some kind of remake, weren't they? I'm not sure if they did or not. I'm sure I saw someone playing the remake. Maybe I'll have a look. I think the problem with the remake sometimes is they can just change it a bit too much. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, pretty easy. We got Kellin 7-string lute, and we got 6-note blade. Yeah, I know people went crazy for the Oblivion remake, and when it first came out, I was like, oh, but yeah, now I'm a bit like, don't know. Ooh, that looks like a dark elf over there with the new. It's weird how there's some even though I've got all the old models switched on, there are some mobs that are just in the new model. I guess maybe they were just created without an old one. I guess. So I would say that the only negative I've got so far about this is that I think um, those two fights that I just did were kind of too easy. But I'm not quite because of all the AAs and stuff and whatnot. I'm not quite sure how you would balance it. Now I've heard that some of the zones or mobs or raids or whatever have got like difficulty levels to make them harder. Um, I'm not sure if this has got that, but yeah, those two. Maybe it's the class, by the way, as well. I know I'm playing like the kind of memey sort of pet class. Oh, these a Templar of Hate. Blimey, these are new mobs. I haven't even fought any of these yet. These look like they've got the Luklin mobs, Luklin models. Yeah, a Champion of Hate. Oh no, it's not a Luke. Well, it's not a Luklin model particularly. It's just a, oh, it is. No, it is. Yeah, definitely. It is a theme park, and yeah, and I like it for that. But it would be cool if you could ramp up the difficulty in some way, or even just like, I mean, I wouldn't be averse if they kind of rebalance some of the encounters so they're a bit harder. Increase the level of the bosses or whatever or something. This doesn't look. This looks like that. This looks like a higher level side of the zone. Um, let me just have to check. Hang on a second. There is audio. I often turn it down when I'm playing on my own because. No, let's see if that's too loud or not. Heretic of Hate. Got to be a Necro, right, or something? I don't. Of course he rooted me. Yeah, I'd like the boss fight to be a bit more epic. It's still manageable, like as a solo player, but I am going to try a different class soon. Yeah, so these guys are a definite increase in difficulty. Just the just I guess the only way I can normally tell is just through the amount of healing really that I do. Considering that was just one of those dudes, that was pretty tough. I kind of get the feeling that probably this build, this kind of pet build, is probably pretty OP against single targets. I would imagine. Like if you were doing solo self-found, I wonder how hard these, some of the rooms where you got 3 or 4 mobs, some of them are red. Like, I wonder how much harder they would be if you were not riding along on the coattails of your pets, essentially. But maybe it's only for certain zones. But as I said, I'm sure I've heard people say that there are different, there are high difficulty levels for some of the dungeons. And I guess a lot of people who have played the server for a lot, I guess they just zoom through to They probably twink themselves and zoom through to the end, whatever the end game content is, like pop stuff, just to do that. I guess, you know, I guess this is just a starting a new character and going through is kind of just like a means to an end, I guess, to unlock all the content. Okay, so we've definitely reached a higher. Oh, I should do that. Actually. Oh, is it these ones? These songs? Okay, I might do that. And give it another go at some point. See how it actually changes it. I don't mind like picking a like just fighting a red mob and mowing it down. You know, I mean, um, no, I mean I don't have the sound turned up that high really, because it's just like it's got that thing where some sounds just overpower everything else like that. It becomes really loud. So I'm trying to avoid that. Let's try it at 30. But I won't do like a... the coin tinkle. Coins in... Yeah, the coin tinkle is really loud. So I'm going to turn the sound back down. I don't think it's massively relevant. I won't open all bags command because that probably will deafen you. Yeah, I really like the way that you have to play through the expansions. That was definitely a good move. This fucking zone is massive. Yeah, so what I need to do on my next visit is to target things. Fort destroyer, holy shit. Things are ramping up, boys. I think I need to target stuff that I want, and then like move on to unlocking Kunark. Tainted dark steel breastplate. Actually, it's not all that. It's a bit naff, actually. It ain't that impressive. I'm mostly lost, but it doesn't matter. Oh, hello. There's a dude there. So we'll probably get two dudes. Will we get two dudes? Yeah. Really? As quick as that? I must confess, I've put a lot of time in, and and I haven't unlocked Kunark yet. But I guess I'm just not, you know, I guess I'm just being slow. Absolute carnage now. Holy smoke. Oops, Daisy. Ooh. that was a challenge. Holy smokes. Lost me, yeah. If I lose me at if I lose my mage pet, it's basically run or die, essentially. I still love the style. Even now. I always loved this bridge. It was so iconic with the wizard spires in the background. This particular client has got slightly higher textured detail on some of the bridge there and stuff. Yeah. Ah, I see. Okay, mate. Yeah, I'm just doing like a solo self-found thing. Yeah, I think this basically is an EverQuest theme park. So you run around and you see stuff that you didn't see before, and you can see stuff that you didn't see before. But I think the other thing as well is, as mentioned there, is it's like a theory crafting version of EverQuest, because when you choose a class in EverQuest, it's basically it. If you're shaman, you buy all the spells, and the tactical element is knowing what spells to use at the right time, etc, etc, etc. Whereas this is more about theory crafting different builds, which I guess you didn't have in EverQuest. So yeah, I can see how people would find it really, really interesting if you're an EverQuest fan, and you can just choose 3 classes and then work out how best to get it to work. I imagine that's kind of what a lot of people do who play it. And I don't know. I'm probably like the weird outlier who is just going through the content, like to experience it, and and I got to a point where I just had like 10% XP going to my character. Just so I was leveling a bit slower. So I kind of purposely made myself level slower. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will go past pop, to be honest. It's interesting as well because I think the deal that the Qualm server has done with Daybreak Games means that they've got to get rid of their own content as well. So their modded content that they've created, and I kind of guess that that's what these guys may have to do as well as part of the agreement. Qualm's also had to do like a 1,200 player population limit on their server, which seems a bit weird. If this server has to do that, that's going to be a pain, because even playing off peak, I very rarely, I don't think I've seen it below 2,000, roundabouts 2,000. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop streaming now. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what I need to do next. Well, I mean, I need to unlock Kunark, but what I'm finding is the normal and enchanted drops from Plane of Fear and Plane of Hate are not as good as some of the legendary stuff I've already got, which I got from like Lower Guck mostly. So I guess what I need to do, I guess I can either stay in the plains and grind out until I get legendary versions of that stuff, or I can move on to Kunark and then start doing the Kunark content to upgrade my gear. The other thing that I don't know anything about, and that is a plane of not plane of air, is it? Plane of sky. I've never been there at all ever, so maybe we'll go there. Maybe I'll go there and see what that's all about, because I think there's like quests and stuff to do there, isn't there, and stuff, and I kind of feel that it's probably more challenging than the other 2 planes. I'm not sure. I'd like to clear them both, which sounds crazy, but I mean, like Plane of Fear yesterday, I did quite well. Like, I cleared everything apart from Kazik, and I tried to kill him, and I got just charged by all the mobs in the pyramid. But then when I went in the pyramid to clear it out, just to leave him on his own, there was some just weird aggro bug where if I went near it, like mobs that would just come running at me that couldn't see me. But maybe that was because I attacked him and they came running, so there was kind of some auto aggro thing on. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'd like to do that. That'd be quite fun. And also kind of thinking about another class, like another character as well, like playing a character where you have to stand there and get hit and stuff, and maybe think about more about your abilities and spell rotations and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's for the next time. Thanks for